GITV is brought to you by KWA, G&G Armament, Operation Lion Claws, Palco Sports, ICS, and Javelin Airsoft Gunworks.
Hey guys, I'm Daniel. I work at the sales floor, and today we're going to do some basic troubleshooting. The gun we're going to be working with is one of our custom G4 guns. What happens from time to time, you may lose electrical current, and so this is a troubleshoot. Where sometimes what happens is the wires in the buffer tube get disconnected. It can happen from time to time where if you're taking the battery in and out like you normally would, maybe the wires might accidentally got pulled out, so I'm going to show you guys how to fix that. So first off, make sure your gun is clear and safe. You're going to need a few tools. Definitely, actually a flashlight's optional, that will help. And then you definitely do need a Phillips screwdriver, pretty common tool. Most of you guys should have that. Alright, to start, we're going to disassemble the crane stock. Pretty simple. Take off the butt pad and the last few pieces. And then you're going to have the wire back and straight through the middle of the buffer tube. Now we're going to take off the stock, where this piece right here is designed to lock the stock into different positions. And what you're going to do is pull back on the reverse side here, pull all the way back, and your entire stock is going to come off. So pretty simple there. Next thing you're going to do, we have our buffer tube now exposed. Take the wire and put it to the side. And in the middle of the buffer tube, there's a Phillips screw that keeps the buffer tube attached to the rest of the gun. So you're going to take your Phillips screwdriver and use the flashlight if you need it, and feel around and find that Phillips screw. Right there, and just take that out. As you start to unscrew the Phillips screw in the middle, you're going to feel the buffer tube come loose, and it should just come out freely. Alright, so at this point you definitely want to be gentle because these wires can be fragile. You just don't want to bend them or break them. And right here, these are the motor connections, the wire connections that keep them together. And so right here, this is the point where it can be disassembled when you go to work on the gun to repair or upgrade or anything like that. So it is designed that way, but this is what comes loose sometimes or comes disconnected. So make sure that these connections are put together and that they're secured. If you don't plan on taking apart your gun or upgrading it anytime soon, what you can do is put a little bit of heat shrink or maybe electrical tape around it just to reinforce it. Either way, when you're working on the battery, you don't want to yank it, you just want to be gentle with the wires. So make sure everything there is connected. You can see on both these wires, the black and the red. Make sure you match up the right colors, and everything looks good on this side. The last thing is, since we are here, if you ever wanted to, you could always include or take off a sling mount for the buffer tube. So this is just that process as well, so same thing. Besides that, putting the gun back together is just the same steps in reverse. You do have a small slot on the back here of the receiver, and that's where you're going to lay the wires across. So just kind of pay attention to how everything's set up. It's fairly simple, and then we're going to reverse it and put it all back together. Oops. Now when you go to screw in the Phillips screwdriver into the back of the gun, make sure you don't over tighten it. You definitely want it secured, but don't tighten it too much where you're going to strip out the screw or anything like that. Alright, that should be pretty good. Make sure the wire is straight up. Crane stock back on the buffer tube. Pull back again on here. And that's pretty much it. Everything else, you're going to close everything up, and that should be good. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope this helps.
Airsoft GITV would like to thank Condor Outdoor, Elite Force, Contour Camera, Aries by Z-Shot, G-Code Holsters, and Vism by NC Star.
Airsoft is an enjoyable hobby, but your guns can be dangerous if mishandled.
Please use your airsoft guns responsibly. Don't take them out in public, and don't take them out to your school.